High school students' unemployment rates are booming, and we have all the answers on how to fix it.
Prom fashion changing every year. We've got the latest trends from South Prom.
South students stressing out, we have all the tips for EOC testing.
All that and more, JAG TV starts right now.
Welcome back, South students, from our extended break.
We all hope that you had a great Easter holiday.
Before we get to EOC tips, prom, and more, we would like to recognize one of our outstanding staff members.
Blue Springs South High School Counselor Bob Liggett was named the Greater Kansas City School Counselor of the Year.
How did it feel to be named Counselor of the Year?
It's a great honor. It feels really good that my colleagues and my principal think highly enough of me to nominate me for that award. So it feels good.
Bob Liggett was honored by her peers at the spring banquet April 19th. Congratulations to you once again, Ms. Liggett.
Now, with prom just a few weeks away, we've dedicated this edition of JAG TV to prom.
It doesn't have to be the most expensive. It doesn't have to be the prettiest one. Girls just want to find that perfect prom dress.
And to let you in on the latest trends for this year's prom, here's reporter Olivia Lucas.
So as you all know, prom is coming up. And if you're a girl, you're probably thinking about that perfect dress, what to do with your hair, and what shoes to wear. So here are some fellow students here at Blue Springs South to tell you some tips.
I think hairstyles depend on the dress that you're wearing, and I think that if you're wearing a strapless dress, it's probably best to wear your hair down so that you don't have like a ton of attention on your shoulders. And I also think maybe if it's a one-strap dress, you should have your hair to one side to go off of that. But it's really up to you.
The things about dressing for prom is you don't want to wear too high heels because end up taking your shoes off, people step on your feet get nasty, dirty.
Well, personally, from me, I think that you should, slim around the waist so it shows off your curves, Don't be afraid to show a little skin, cut out in the back, Make sure it looks good and not too long but not too short, show off those tan shaved legs. You guys like to see that, so.
Well, considering how close it is to prom, not now, but for next year, definitely make sure you start before because I tried ordering a dress that was like $300 and the designer didn't have any more, and so I had to get a new dress and I was pretty upset.
If you haven't bought your dress yet and are still looking, come down to Main Street in Blue Springs to the Tiger Lily Boutique to find an original prom dress and help out a local business.
Lily is at 1003 West Main Street, downtown Blue Springs. Downtown Blue Springs is coming back, we're alive and people need to know this. So we're right downtown Main Street. This season the girls seem to want the body fitting ones, the little more slinkier ones. They like the flat, like the printed ones, and all sparkles. If it has bling, it sells.
In the end, it doesn't matter how perfect your dress is or how your hair looks. Just have fun. I'm Olivia Lucas reporting for JAG TV. Back to you guys.
These past few weeks, students have taken the end-of-course assessments.
Some are under stress to pass, others late-night study sessions.
Not to worry any longer. Here's Jordan Dillon and Audrey Bragall with tips when taking the EOC.
No sleeping.
Hello Jaguars, here's a couple of this week's reminders. Friday, April 29th is the last day to purchase prom tickets. They can be purchased in the cafeteria during lunch for $50. Remember, your obligations must be cleared before the purchase. EOC testing continues next week in hours 1, 3, 5, and 7. And on May 2nd, testing in hours 2, 4, and 6 will occur on May 3rd. Prom takes place May 7th from 7 to 11 at the Downtown Marriott. And as always, breakfast is served daily in the cafeteria for $1.55 from 6:45 to 7:15. Now for this year's prom, everyone knows a corsage is a must, but to tell more about it is reporter Mara Rubio.
Prom dresses and hairstyles change every year, but one thing that hasn't changed is the tradition of a girl wearing a corsage. But do girls prefer a real or a fake corsage? To find this answer, I spoke to Flowerama employee Angelica Franco.
People prefer real corsages compared to the fake or like the silk flower, mostly because it's natural and it smells good. And girls typically like to do like the two-rose corsage. They don't like something so bulky, and something like this small, they don't think it's enough. So we do a lot of the real flowers. We don't get hardly any orders for any of the fake flowers.
Do you prefer a real or a fake corsage?
I prefer a real corsage because the more of the flowers and it's more of a beautiful and the smell. It's really good smell, so yeah.
The reason why most people choose fake corsages over the real corsages is because they want to be able to do something more unique that matches their dress better, so they'll bring in like feathers and big fake flowers that match their outfits, or they're worried about them dying. We have some people that come in that are very allergic to flowers, so they would rather have fake ones than real ones to prevent them sneezing their whole night through prom.
So boys, when picking out a corsage for your girlfriend or special date, remember to ask her what she prefers. All girls have different opinions and different tastes. What is your favorite flower to use in a corsage?
I would probably like a lily because they're more unique because everyone normally uses roses.
Most of the girls that come in prefer roses, but we also do tons of other flowers. We can do the stargazer lilies, we do Gerber daisies, alstroemeria. Basically any flower that you like, we can make it into a corsage, but most girls like to do the rose because it's classic and just goes with their dress better. But if you like more of a tropical look, we usually tend to go for like the alstro and like the lily grass and more on the lily side.
The average cost of a corsage ranges from $40 to as low as $10. And if you still haven't ordered your corsage, here's the reason to do it now.
Within the 2 days before Green Valley's prom last week, we had over 300 orders. So because Blue Springs South and Blue Springs High School have their prom on the same week, we may have a cutoff date, so everyone's aware, the Thursday before the dance, because we're expecting to have thousands of orders in by that time.
I'm Mara Rubio, reporting for JAG TV.
What kind of flowers do you like?
I like roses.
Now, since December of 2007, 1.3 million workers ages of 16 and 24 have left the labor force.
This crisis among teenagers has even affected the students here at South High School.
Reporter Jessica Kennedy has taken the initiative to find out what managers are looking for in a teenage employee.
So you probably noticed that the economy has been changing drastically. It has shut down businesses, taken people's jobs away, and much more. But one thing they forgot that they have affected is the youth of America.
Unemployment has reached to 25 to 35% and getting higher. I've asked the teacher on why he thinks this has happened.
I think the job market is down all around, but many minimum wage jobs are being taken by older adults who, in order to pay for medicine, doctor's bills, their mortgage, their rent, they're taking a lot of minimum wage jobs right now.
That could be one reason, but that can't be the reason for the whole 30% of teenagers. One reason could be that it's not the economy's fault. The restaurants around want to be represented in a specific way. For instance, Culver's. They have their likes and dislikes on qualities of employees.
I got to talk to Zach Hartnett, the assistant manager of Culver's, about this.
One of the main things we look at is, I'd say, your availability, how often you can work. So if you're like in sports or anything or activities, but it's not like all year around, put like as much as you can work. So that way when you come in, if we do have you for an interview, we can talk to you about those things rather than if right now you're in a sport or activity and you can't work like Wednesdays and Thursdays, but in like 3 weeks you can. Well, we're just thinking you can't ever work Wednesdays and Thursdays. So always put as much as you can work all the time. That will help you out a lot. So we're always accepting applications, and from time to time we want to hire a few people here and there. So if you're looking for a job, always at least ask to turn an application here or anywhere you probably go.
So for all of you teenagers watching, even though the economy has been affected, there's still hope. Just look for the now hiring signs, get applications, and you will find a job, because businesses need all the help they can get. I'm Jessica Kennedy, reporting for JAG TV. Back to you.
For anyone who didn't make it out to Mr. Jaguar or who just can't get enough of the pageant, no worries. Mr. Jaguar DVDs are now on sale for $10 and can be purchased in Miss Phillips Room 404. Make sure to purchase them while limited supplies last. Now here's Brandon Nelson with this week's sports update.
Here at South, who went to Switzerland to compete in the Genova International Acro Cup. Here's Megan and Chloe on how their trip went.
How long did it take for you guys to prepare?
Well, for us, only a couple months because our partner had a couple surgeries, so we didn't really have a lot of time to prepare.
How do you feel about getting fourth?
I think I feel absolutely fantastic. It's because I think we did a really good job and I have no regrets about it.
What was the best part about the whole experience?
Sightseeing in Paris, I think that was amazing. I'm like at a loss for words because it was so beautiful.
Congratulations, ladies. I'm Brandon Nelson reporting for JAG TV. Back to you.
Prom can be a little heavy on your wallet when factoring the dress, the tux, tickets, limo, and more.
But Davis Nichols and Jesse Howe have all the answers on how to save all that mighty dollar.
Hello Jaguars, and welcome to the first show on JAG TV. We're going to show you how to budget for prom. Now, you may be wondering, how much does prom cost? Let's say tickets cost $100 each, right? If I am correct. So buying two will cost about $200.
$200. That's a lot of money.
That math is correct. And then let's say a tuxedo, tux equals $150. Right? We got $150. And then a limo. Let's say that costs about $3,000. Okay, $3,000.
Yes.
And then miscellaneous, because when you're downtown, it can get pretty dangerous. And you don't want to be that guy who's walking down the street with his girlfriend, and you get mugged by some guy, and you only have $10 on you. You don't want to look like a cheap to this guy. You want to make a good impression on your mugger. So what you want to do is have maybe around $100 or $120. So when this guy mugs you, he knows you mean business. All this combined, let's say, oh man, that'll equal 2.5 grand at least. 2.5 grand. All right, let's start with the tickets. Who needs these tickets are $100, right? That also includes dinner. But if we take off the dinner and only go 40%, that's $120.
$120
all together. Now, what are you gonna do for dinner, you ask? Well, we'll show you. Because we have bread, we have jelly, we have peanut butter, and this will show you, we're going to show you how to make a perfect peanut butter and jelly sandwich for prom. Alright, so you just get that all together. I'm going to put the jelly over here. Okay, you just keep making the bread. You just put it in a ball, I don't know. Okay, so we have your peanut butter. Oh, fiddlesticks! Davis, the peanut butter's on the table. What are we supposed to do?
I have heard rumors.
If we leave this for 3 hours, this is going to be everywhere. Okay, you take care of the bread. I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna fix this peanut butter. I'm gonna put it on. Davis, are you with me? Are you with me? Get the jelly! Get the jelly!
I was born ready.
Those are really good peanut butter jelly sandwiches. Yeah,
I love peanut butter.
Yeah. Okay. Next part. All right. So we have your tickets down to 120. So we have saved you 0.2 grand now. You're now 2.3 grand. A limo, $3,000. Who needs $3,000?
I know.
You can get a tandem bike ride. Tandem bike ride. Now, for you who don't know what a tandem bike ride is, it's basically a bicycle with 2 seats on it. And you may not know this, but Kansas City is famous for sidewalks. I believe if I read that right on Wikipedia. It's famous for sidewalks.
Yeah.
So, you and your date get a tandem bike for like $30. $30. You can just who even needs an after party after that?
I know after party.
You get done with the dance and you just ride your tandem bike everywhere.
Home.
It's great. Yeah, home. So if you buy one right now, I'd say if you leave right now, you could probably make it to prom.
Yep. Now at whatever time it is.
And by that time, you have a bike. So who even needs to worry about getting mugged? Because
Yeah,
you have
no
a
mugging.
getaway bike. So there, we have now saved you.
No mugging.
Yeah, no mugging. Tandem bike, duct tape, peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Peanut butter.
That is $25, my friend. $25. If my math is correct.
25.
Now, when you get home from your tandem bike ride with your lady, what you're gonna want is just to settle down with a nice movie, maybe with Jake Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal.
I love Jake Gyllenhaal.
Don't you love Jake Gyllenhaal? I think everybody loves Jake Gyllenhaal.
I love Jake.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna find us a Jake Gyllenhaal flick. I don't know any movies he's in. I think he's in Source Code. He may not be, but you can always rent Ghost of Girlfriend's Past.
Ghost of Girlfriend's Past.
That is a great movie. I'm not gonna finish that.
Movie
It's
ever.
that good. You have your Ghost of Girlfriend's Past. That's at Blockbuster for maybe $5.
$5.
And then you buy a single bag of Skittles.
Skittles.
One bag of Skittles. That's $1.50, my friend.
$1.50.
So what? We've added maybe like
Plus tax.
maybe like 25.
Yep.
65 cents.
Yes, 65 cents.
That's all you need. $25, 65 cents, and that is your prom, ladies and gentlemen.
Prom.
Can't wait to see you next time on our. What are we calling this show?
Before we go, we would like to give a personal shout out to Meredith Berry, who is 4 years old and is Jag TV's biggest fan.
And don't miss out on next week's Jag TV, a special edition on location.
But as always do, don't forget to check out our website on jagtvnews.net.
There you can click on As Seen on Jag TV for more information on our stories.
You are watching Jag TV on AT&T Uverse Channel 99 and Comcast 15.
Thank you for watching. Have a good weekend.